Hi guys, I'm known as 543 I watch protos streams on Twitch a lot, so I advise you go check him out on Twitch. He's a good Twitch streamer, but for most of you kids, you weren't. He's not exactly 100% family friendly. He's a grown adult after all. Anyway, so go check him out on Twitch. Go subscribe to my main channel. It's down in the description below. Check that out, and let's just start this Pokemon theory. I just clapped my hands. I don't know if you heard that. See? Anyway, so let's start this theory. We all know what legendary Pokemon are. They're the big, strong Pokemon on the front covers of the Pokemon games. You know, the really tough ones. Zamazenta, Zacian, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Mewtwo. You know, the legendary Pokemon. You already know what that is. So, my theory is on why are they so damn weak? Let's be honest here. When you look at a legendary Pokemon, like let's say what's a legendary Pokemon? Let's say Terrakion, Cobalion, Virizion. They're really strong. Well, you expect them to be really strong. Well, they can easily be one-shotted if they're. Let's take Arceus for example. Arceus is a base normal type, which is understandable. He's supposed to be every type basically. I can easily beat him with my charm. I've done that before. You can give him a plate, different types. But if they're supposed to be gods, why can they even be caught with a metal ball? You don't even need a Master Ball to catch Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Arceus. You can catch them with a Pokeball, Ultra Ball, Great Ball. It's done before. I once caught Giratina with a Pokeball for a challenge run I did way back as a kid. So what's the deal? Why are they just so weak? Now I know what you're thinking, but that's not my thing. That's not my thing. That's Proto Mario's thing. But they're probably made easier to catch. Well, some of them aren't even easy to catch, but they're probably made less weak than the actual gods because we all like the prospect of owning a legendary llama, an alpaca, whatever the frick Arceus is. We all like that. We all like Dialga and Palkia's long necks. We all like to own giraffe legendaries. We like to have the power of God, obviously. So, still though, they're supposed to be God. We got so much lore about them. Arceus created the world with his 1,000 hands, the unknown. Dialga's the reason time works. Palkia is the reason I don't just disappear. Cause if I don't exist in a space, in a time. God, I know I explained this. I'm rambling on and I'm doing these in one take, so bear with me. You get the point. I can't exist if I don't exist in a space, and I have to exist in a certain point in time. That's how existence works. So, how come I can just enslave them and they have to do whatever the frick I want? Aren't they arrogant? Aren't all gods arrogant? We know what Zeus has done. He wants to turn himself into a cow so he can do it. He can do the deed. After all, he really does like getting around and we all know what Zeus did. Okay, so let's get on to the actual theory. I don't want this theory to be too long, so let's keep it short and simple. Dialga and Palkia and Arceus, well, the ones we know, they're not the actual gods. Dialga and Palkia live in a different plane of existence. Like, there's this movie where, I can't remember, but Dialga and Palkia fought. And whenever they hit each other, Unknown would fly from a distance, like they were getting hurt by it. If that's the case, how come it made it seem that those Unknown weren't anywhere. They weren't in a plane of space. And I don't even know if time affected them too. Time probably did. Space did not. I don't know what that says about time, but let's just pretend time didn't affect me too. So, if that's the case, and the space and time didn't exist in the place where Unknown was, and they lived in a state of limbo or some sort, then wouldn't it make sense if Palkia and Dialga existed there too? What if their physical forms, the forms we know, they're just holding back? They're toying with us. They see us as some plaything, and this would make sense. Gods do that all the time. I've already given Zeus as an example. And you can probably think of many more. Gods are just things. They really are. They make you suffer. They give you money to pay rent. They make people poor. And they're the reason reason that you don't have a girlfriend, and you're the reason Sims exists. So, blame the gods. Don't blame your lack of, well, specialness. I'm sorry. Not really. I just like commenting like this. Anyway, I get sidetracked a lot. So, if that's the case, in Palkia and Dialga are just in different plane of existence, toying with us. Why? You can already imagine why. They're gods. Why would they want to they like toying around? Why would they just want to stay in a simple place of existing? But then, why aren't there ways to contradict this theory? What about other legendaries? Palkia and Dialga and Arceus and Giratina are gods. What about the not-so-godly like beings? What about Zacian and Zamazenta? We don't get too much lore on them. What we do get is they're nice little puppy dogs. Nice little doggos. Cutes. They are. They are. Accept it already. So, these two legendary beings, do they exist out of space, time? Are they just toying with us too? Want us to believe they're just cute little doggos to backstab us and end all of humanity whenever they see fit? Maybe. Or maybe not so. I'll explain that in the next segment. I'm going to record this later. I have food to eat. Now let's get on to the more important reason, other than just the random what I did before. Why? Not just because we can, but why actually? Do we have any proof of this? Why would Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, Arceus even, just not exist? Well, we're gonna try and use real-world science to imagine that here. I once watched a theory on why War of Time isn't as powerful as it would be, because in a nutshell, basically be like a black hole. All that energy compressed into one thing, yeah, that makes a black hole. So, wouldn't that work the same way with, let's say, God? I respect all religions, let's pretend no God exists, because a lot of people don't believe in God already, so let's just pretend no God exists. Then let's pretend gods do exist and they exist as energy, or whatever. What if something with enough energy to create all of life, the Earth, was squished into a planet? You might think, oh, maybe it wouldn't be fine, because out of all of the space in existence, you're just a planet. True, the planet Earth isn't that big, but it's still pretty big. Yeah, if the God had enough power to create all of the things in existence, all space, all the time, I don't think anything would have enough space. Anything, they'd still be pretty packed in tight. So that's probably a good reason. Anything else I can prove that explains this? Now let's get into the important stuff. If we get why Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina can't exist really in the sense that they're fully here, but what about other Pokemon? Does this rule apply to them? I don't think so. You want me to believe Keldeo has the power Dialga and Palkia has? No. You want me to believe Keldeo doesn't exist in its full form? No. That's just not possible. We saw Keldeo get beaten up in the movie. You want me to believe that's the thing? That's the thing that could have enough power that could destroy all living things, create a supersized black hole by just fully existing in our world? No. It took Dialga and Palkia and Yang, and they took them some beads or whatever. Filled with magical energy or whatever. Pokemon doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Good genre. It's a good game. Genre. Franchise. That's what I'm looking for. It doesn't make sense most of the time. So, why then? How come this affects Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, and Arceus, but it doesn't affect Keldeo, Zamazenta, Zacian, Ho-Oh, Aren't they like gods too? No. I guess you could say they're demigods, like, I don't know, Maui. You're not like super powerful, you're just like strong. So, now begs the question, what about mythicals? Mythicals will obviously be stronger. If you go by the basic theory of life thing that Pokemon goes, it goes like this. Arceus created the Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Arceus, Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf. But then, he also made Mew. Mew evolved into every single Pokemon. So, my theory is that some Pokemon have the gifts of knowledge, willpower, and emotion. More emotion, willpower, and knowledge than the others. They became legendary Pokemon. Demigod legendary. Their purpose was to help make other Pokemon's lives better. Some of them didn't turn out the best way. Others did. Regigigas is an example. Regigigas moved the continents. Groudon moved the land. Kyogre moved the ocean. Their jobs were complete, and some of them just started feuding. Groudon and Kyogre are making feud. Some other Pokemon made peace. Rayquaza obviously stopping the two fight. So then, what's next? Why then? I mean, there are definitely holes in this theory, obviously. Like another flaw in this theory is the fact that, well, how can these demigods be caught in a metal ball? I mean, don't get me wrong, those demigods aren't that strong, but shouldn't they be strong enough to, I don't know, break a Pokeball? We've seen a Whiscash eat one, and we've seen multiple cases where a Pokeball just doesn't work. So, how come? How can these beasts just get caught like that? Are they just weaker than we think? Well, yes, that's another flaw. And that's about all the flaws I could think of, because this theory I made is pretty much all that. So, there's not that much effort put into it. But it's a good idea, a good thought, because it explains a good chunk how these Pokemon are so feared and revered, and they can be caught by Metal Ball. Same with Arceus Giratina. It makes sense. So I'd like all of you to point out these flaws in the comments so I can base up and explore it more. And I'd like Proto Mario, if you want to, you can just expand on this theory in another video. That way, you can really just see how this works. I know this is a really short video. I could have expanded on it more if I really had the time, but, well, I got other things to do. I'm making my own game. I don't have that much time to work on this, so, yeah. Have a nice day. Good gaming. God bless. Just enjoy.